Arrows. I can shoot golden arrows. Why does the water look like that? Ew. Why is the water all glittery? Was it 1,000 denarius or whatever? For him to just give me that? If you find enough spots, you might be able to figure it out. Is the glitteriness from like the algal blooms? Ow! Yeah. Ah! Get out of the freaking water. This is an excess of gold. You said C, but I hit control, and it also works. Oh, that's the cave-in I saw with that guy.
My beloved Galatea, I write this so that one day, when we're finally together, you will understand what I've done and why I had to do it. The others will call me mad or a monster, but I don't care what they think. Everything I'm doing here, I'm doing for you. I'll start at the beginning. Soon after my arrival here, as I walked down a corridor lined with golden statues, I thought I heard a whisper behind me. A rasp of air, as if vocal cords of metal strained to say a word or two. I tried to dismiss the idea, tried to concentrate on my work as the city's medic, but that tortured whisper haunted me. Weeks later, in the hallway to the bathhouse, I heard it again and found myself drawn to the statue of a Roman woman wearing a stola. Her face was contorted with anguish and fear, and disturbingly, it was as if she was looking right at me. As I walked past her, I heard that strained whisper again, and turning back, I discovered that even though I had moved, she was still looking right into my soul. That was when it dawned on me. This was no statue. This was a woman trapped within that golden prison. Naturally, I told the others, but when I could not reproduce the results of my experiment, they would not believe me. But from that moment on, I knew the full horror of this place. Immobilized within these statues are living human beings. It was that day, my love, that my heart broke.
Well, I don't think she's doing well. Please fall in a different direction. The boob plates look weird. Yeah, it's not so easily done right now. Oh, there's two of you. Oh god! How long has there been more of you? Get over it! I'm gonna die. God damn it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm working on that. Oh, you guys are gonna be really annoying, aren't you? Get the fuck out of my way! Does that immobilize you guys in there? There we go. Are they thanking me for freezing them in the gold? I am in pain. Ah! God damn it! Ah! You have to hold it for longer than expected before it actually fires. Which leads to some moments. Shit. What am I supposed to do? That's a tad annoying. They don't freaking... You can't just shoot them. Now where am I? There's my bow. It didn't start off with a bow loaded. Okay. It worked that time. Yeah, kick is not the best tool in this situation. Get out of my way. Okay. Do I do this every time I want to have the bow in a run? There must be a shorter way to get the bow without being locked in by him after the first time. Some kind of way to stop him from locking you in. Cool, thanks. Love that for you. Set piece and a half, isn't this? Why are you zombies? How does that even happen? What's with the flayed statues, exactly? I love how that one person's advice is just, don't get hurt here, you're fucked if you do. Looks like a custom-made rack has been used to hold down golden statues and peel the golden layer off of them? Gruesome. Oh. Well, I guess she's been doing it then. Key to the palace doors. Can I keep that for good?
My beloved Galatea, after I learned the terrible truth about the golden statues, I wandered the city as if in a nightmare. What must life be like for these poor souls, entombed in gold, but kept alive somehow? Trapped in their own personal Tartarus, consigned to eternal torment, too horrific for any sane mind to comprehend. I tried to offer them what small mercies I could. I began to talk to them, to keep them company. I'd imagine backstories for them, give them names, and tell them of the world, of the histories and stories I'd learned as a child. As the others became more concerned by my charity, I sought solitude from them, preferring the company of my tormented charges. Discovering a way into the abandoned palace, I began to spend my days walking its halls and sharing with its occupants ancient tales, my mind turning to those of Apollo and Daphne, Perseus and Medusa, and Pygmalion and Galatea. Pygmalion, the sculptor who fell in love with a beautiful statue, and who, praying to Aphrodite for aid, discovered that his beloved Galatea had come to life. It was then that I heard you whisper to me, Galatea. Forgive me. I know that is not your real name, just one I have borrowed from a story. But when I turn to look at you, I see the most exquisitely beautiful woman I've ever known. Your face forever frozen in a look of haunting sadness. Our meeting gave me new purpose, to free you from your golden prison, so that I might one day hear you speak, not just whisper, in true waiting. So I gathered tools for the long and difficult task ahead, barred the doors to this place, and set to work.
Not gonna lie, they're like, hey, you can put this down and listen to it. This is way too much. The gameplay here is way too distracting to actually listen to the log very well. I did not take as much of that in as I hoped. This is such active gameplay of just trying to figure out what the fuck to do here. Also, this kind of blows, honestly. I don't like the fucking invincible zombie action segment. I just want to go back to talking to people and solving mysteries. This entire gameplay segment kind of blows. Also, you'd think that she'd do this like once and be like, okay, I'm torturing this person, this isn't a great idea. But no, she just kept doing it. Dude, this part's... I do not like this part of the game. What the fuck? I'm so stuck. There are so fucking many zombies. There's so many, and they just get stuck in places like this. It sucks so much. This is ass. They block you, and as far as I can tell, you can't do anything but like kick them. And sometimes you can get them stuck in some moss. I need to investigate those green vases, because something's going on with it. It loads you in places where you're already dying, and then you can't see for a while because the screen starts off black. I'm dead already. The action starts before the screen even loads. Like, whenever you load a save in this game, the screen's black for a while. Here I am sprinting in circles, hoping I don't die before I get a chance to play. It didn't work. There's another one coming. I don't know what the vases do. It fell off the counter that one time, and then it wasn't clear that I was supposed to do something with it. I thought it was just a thing that was supposed to, like, get me caught in that moment, but maybe it was a mechanic I was supposed to use? I'd hate this. Why is it so long? How is there even this much of a fucking building? This is the biggest level I've ever seen, and like there's more level here than the original area. So is this why they were talking to me? They're like because they're being tortured? Are you whispering to me through the statue somehow? Who are you? You must be Naivia.
And you must be the wretched snake who broke into my palace and disturbed my experiments. And worst of all, look at what you made me do to her. This never would have happened if you just stayed away. You're going to pay for that.
If you attack me, we will both end up encased in gold.
And you think I care about that? I don't care what happens to me, as long as you get what you deserve.
This has nothing to do with me.
Liar! I locked and barred the gate. I left a message warning you all to leave me alone. I just wanted to do my experiments in peace, for her. And now look at her. You made me turn the most beautiful woman I've ever seen into this. Look at her. She's in agony. All I wanted was to spend my last moments with her, to see her beautiful face, to hear her speak freely, instead of in those cryptic whispers. But as soon as I began my work, she stopped whispering to me. And now I discover she started whispering to you instead. What's so special about you?
It's not just this statue whispering to me, a lot of them do it, but it's always the same voice.
What do you mean, the same voice?
It's like someone is whispering to me through the statues.
Yes. I remember when they used to whisper to me. They did sound similar. I just thought it was because all voices sound the same when they whisper. But now that I think about it, they were all benevolent and seemed to share a common knowledge. But if these bodies are mere conduits for that one voice, then this body is nobody. And everything I've done here was Wait, I see what you're doing. You're trying to steal her away from me. Were you planning to wait until I'd done all the hard work, then swoop in? Is that it?
No, I swear.
Liar! You tried to steal her away from me, and now look what you made me do. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't peel you too.
I ended up here by accident. All I want to do is leave.
What? What are you talking about?
I got trapped in tunnels into the city and came up inside the palace.
Wait. So you're saying you weren't coming for us?
I never had any intention of hurting you.
So I did all this. I ruined her. For nothing. What have I done? Oh God, I feel sick. I can't bear the thought of her being like this, and in so much pain. It's the air coming into contact with her flesh. It's agonizing for them. But the only way to fix it will be to break the golden rule and let it run its course. At least that way she'd be golden again, and we'd be together. All it would take is one little cut.
Wait, I can undo all this if you just tell me the treatment for rheumatism.
It's too late. There's nothing you can do. I have to do this. I'm sorry.
I can cover her in gold in gold again.
What? How?
The golden bow is the weapon that encases people in gold.
Really? I'm not sure I believe you. But if you can undo this mess, I'll tell you what you need to know. But if you're lying to me, I'll break the golden rule and kill you and everyone else in this city. Understood?
All right, stand back.
You did it. You took away her pain. I don't know what to say. Thank you, thank you. I swear I will never harm her again. I swear it. I'll stay here to keep her company. But these poor souls, what can be done for them? I've tried everything I can. I fear the only one capable of releasing them properly is whichever god doomed them in the first place. In any case, I must honor our bargain. The treatment for rheumatism is willow bark. I believe there's a pot of it already in the shrine of Apollo. Now, please leave. The door here leads out onto the palace balcony. You should be able to make your way down from there.
Goodbye, Naivia.
Go, and never return.
Why are you covered in blood? Whose blood? Oh, it's because you carved down to themselves. Why did you keep doing it? Ah. You're a lot. What's your deal? No, I can't ask her what her story is. Well, now I can use the bow to climb vines outside. Hopefully there's a faster way to get it next time. So the cure to rheumatism is aspirin, basically, isn't it? Isn't aspirin made from willow bark? Huh. Oh, this is the shortcut to get up into this in the future? Basically. And then this is the short way. Yeah. Now I can turn anyone into gold, and then everyone's dead immediately because of the what gold do. Whoops. Well, let's put that away before I look like I'm attacking somebody. Or I can't. Okay.
Oh, Shiny. You took care of him?
Yeah, and a lot of other stuff happened. He had a tragic accident in that shrine.
An accident? So, it's over? Oh God, that's such a relief. I really thought we were all going to die. I do have a question though. That shrine, the one I was going to hide in, did you know it was going to collapse?
If I said yes, I'd be admitting to murder.
I don't understand. Oh, I see. I should probably keep my big mouth shut then. Sorry. I promise, nobody else will ever know what you did. But I know. That was really clever. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Oh, speaking of which, welcome. I'm Fabia. Sorry I was a bit frantic before. Need anything?
What's your story?
Oh, there's not much to tell. I mostly just bake bread and try to help out where I can.
And how'd you end up in here?
I suppose it all started about 8 months ago. I was living in Rome with my family when I got sick. Terrible timing. My pa had just arranged a husband for me, a fisherman's son. I was about to meet him for the first time when I came down with an awful fever. I spent the next week in bed. Pa paid priests to make offerings to Asclepius, a white rooster, then a goat. But nothing worked. In the end, they decided I'd do better outside the city. Clean air in the countryside would do me good, they said. But after about a day in a carriage on the Appian Way, I was getting worse, not better. I remember closing my eyes for a bit, and I guess I must have fell asleep, because when I opened them again, I was in a forest by a river. I suppose the driver took off with his fee and left me for dead. Can't say I blame him. I wouldn't have wanted to catch what I had either. Anyway, I went searching for help, stumbled across the trapdoor temple, and here I am.
That's odd. Most of the others were in Rome before they woke up in the forest, but you're saying you were a day's ride away.
Oh, yeah. I suppose you're right. Hadn't really thought about it. But the gods are mysterious and powerful. Who knows what their plans are for us?
Do you know a way out of here?
What? You've been here a few moments and you're desperate to get out already?
Yeah.
Why not give the place a chance before you try to leave?
Holy shit.
Good people here. Galerius works hard on the farm so I can put food on our tables, and Lucretia tries to keep us healthy. My friend Georgius is always mending our clothes, and Virgil makes sure these old walls don't fall down around us. Well, he does his best. I'm just saying, there are worse places you could live out your days.
1, the golden rule, and 2, I've already met several reasons not to stay here. I don't belong here.
Well, I can tell from your funny accent you're not from around here, but that doesn't mean you don't belong, does it?
What do you think about the golden rule?
Oh, I try not to worry about it. I mean, if people are nice to each other, we won't have anything to worry about, will we?
Do the people in here seem nice to each other? Maybe just, you 3 shopkeepers and the priestess lady. Have you met people?
You're funny. I'll bet my friend Georgius will like you. And those interesting clothes of yours. And I'm sure he'd love to chatter about the golden rule with you too. He'll be just across the forum in his shop.
Any idea who's threatening Virgil?
Terrible shame, that is. Maybe this'll help. Late last night, I was cleaning my oven when I heard some noises outside. The forum's usually dead quiet at that hour, so I came out to see what was going on. To be honest, I thought maybe poor old Dooley had got out of his cell and was snooping around again. So I popped my head out and saw someone in front of Virgil's shop. I couldn't tell who. It was too dark. I called out to them, but they just turned and ran off without a word. All I remember is they ran past a lit torch and the light glinted off something metallic. Armour, I think. So I suppose it could only be one of 3 people. Horatius, Domitius or Rufius. I hope that helps.
It was the cops. Thanks, that does help. I'll be going now.
All right. Thanks again for taking care of our problem. I won't forget it.
Hopefully it doesn't take me half an hour to do it next time. Hey, prick.
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth on the outside.
Elpius the thief stole my purse and I... Whoever wrote this did not get to finish.
Oh, hello there, partner. I'm glad you're here. I think there might have been some confusion about my little practical joke earlier. You see, my plan was to give you a little fright. You know, like two friends joking around at the Saturnalia, and then, surprise, I'd open the door. But when I opened it, you were gone.
You're going to pay for what you did.
Partner, there's no need for threats.
That's not a threat, it's a promise.
Yeah, well, I don't have to listen to this. Get lost.
Hey. So, I got news. There's a thing called aspirin. Hey, she's alive somehow. Wow, she really does just die whenever the fuck she feels like it.
What are you doing in here? Can't she needs the resin of a...
I'm sorry, I wish I could help.
It's too late. No,
I figured out how to treat rheumatism.
you made it into the palace. I'm impressed. How is Nevia?
She's alive, but she just wants to be left alone, and the treatment is willow bark.
Willowbark. I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time. That's very helpful. Thank you. If this works, it should settle Rufius down some. I have some right here. Could you do me a favor and give him some of this? He'll just need to swallow a pinch of it. I'm hoping it will avert disaster.
A pot of finely shaved willow bark for medicinal purposes. Alright, I can do that.
Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did.
I'll be going now.
All right. Well, thanks again for helping remove the thorn from the lion's paw. The spirit of Androcles smiles upon you.
Yeah, I should have seen if I could have gotten the thing from bow guy. I feel like the bow is tied to being able to actually get the reward, right? Oh, Rufius is all the way up there now. He listens with their ears.
That lamp. Oh, you again.
About your rheumatism.
What about it?
I figured out a treatment. Eat a pinch of this willow bark and you should feel better in no time.
Willow bark. And this will work? Oh, thank God. Finally, some relief. This is what I've been praying for. Maybe God hasn't abandoned me after all. Thank you. I've been in a lot of pain lately. The rheumatism, these cursed statues always watching, and the crisis of faith. It was too much. Started messing with my head. This is exactly what I needed to set it straight again. I owe you one.
Do you know a way out of here?
No, I don't. I did hear a rumor that Aurelia, the tavern keeper, has been offering to sell a way out. But I barely have 2 sesterci to rub together.
What do you think about the golden rule?
I'll tell you this much. I hate the fact that my survival depends on the common sense of other people.
Yeah, because common sense isn't very common. I know the feeling. I've lived through a pandemic.
Then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, all these people just bumble along like nothing's wrong, while we're one bad decision away from being wiped out. Like the last lot of people who lived here. Seems like I'm the only one ready for what's coming. Whatever that is. And when it hits, it's everyone for themselves. You've been warned.
It's a weird statement to say, like, I'm the only one that's ready for, like whatever it is. What do you think is coming?
I don't know. But did you ever get the feeling some of these statues are watching us when we're not looking? Like they're waiting for something. I don't like it.
I think you're right.
That doesn't help me.
Are you the one threatening Virgil?
No idea what you're talking about.
I know it was you.
Yeah? Prove it.
Well, who are you gonna vote for?
Meliodas. Not sure I trust Sentius. Couldn't even protect his daughter in a city without sin. How's he going to protect us?
Anything I can do to change that?
No.
You said you owed me one, remember?
Who do you want me to vote for?
Let's talk about something else.
Fine.
You know what?
Meliodas. No.
Vote for Sentius.
Fine. I'll vote for Sentius. But no more favors. We're square.
I'll be going now.
See you around.
I was gonna redirect him to somebody else, but I'm like, I was gonna save for that, but I'm like, this is gonna loop before I ever get that far, I'm sure. But we were opening the door to the idea that we could introduce a third candidate, which is probably better for some reason, but I don't. Gee, I'm not even sure if I've even talked to the person that was the hypothetical third candidate yet. Anyway.